Hey guys, I'm Lucky Duck Art. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this super easy DIY plant decoration, I guess you could call it. Basically you just need a frame. It doesn't matter what type of frame. So you just need a frame. I have a second one here. I already made that one, obviously. So I'm going to be showing you guys with this one. Like I said, you don't have to use this frame specifically. It doesn't have to be one of the clip type frames. You can use any frame that you want to use or any frame that you have. You can use green paper. It doesn't matter what kind of green paper you use, of course, whatever you want to use, and then just some scrapbook paper. This one has some little dots on it, so it is different from the one that I did earlier, but just wanted to change it up. So yeah, basically that is all that you need, just green paper, scrapbook paper, and a frame. And of course you'll need a pencil and scissors and a glue stick, which should be at home, I would imagine. But anyway, so we're going to go ahead and get that started. So I'm just going to move this over here. So what you're going to do is you're going to start off with this green piece of paper, and you're just going to sketch out a plant. And forgive me for my setup, I am using my phone right now. It's just kind of propped up, so forgive me for that. Hopefully I'll be able to explain this pretty well. But anyways, you're just going to go ahead and sketch out a plant. If you aren't the best at drawing, you can always use a stencil. What I used to do was actually go just on Google, and I would look up like silhouettes, and I would just take a regular piece of paper and I'd stick it up against the screen, and then I'd outline and cut it, and there you go, you have an easy stencil. So yeah, you can do that, or you can sketch it out, whichever one you want to do. But you're going to start off with the pot. I'll show you. You're going to start off with that. Hopefully you can kind of see it. And then you're just going to kind of draw whatever leaves or whatever type of plant you want. I'm going to do the same one that I did with the other one. So you're just going to kind of like randomly put big old leaves. Just kind of randomly place them, and you can always fix it since you're just using pencil. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be like perfect, because you can always just fix it however you want. So you're just going to do that, and you can do however many you want, or however, whatever you want to do. If you want to draw a cactus shape, you can do that one too. But I did want these to be matching just a little bit. I didn't want them to be exactly the same. I wanted them to be somewhat matching. I'm actually gonna erase that one. And this one's not being quite as cooperative as the other one, of course. Just do a big one there. And like I said, you can always just fix the mistakes. It's so easy just to erase it and try it over again, and just kind of mess with it until you know for sure that you like it, because you will be going over it with the permanent marker. So just gonna add one more here, I think. And the leaves that I like to do are really big and kind of, I don't want to say round, I guess they're more oval. There you go. They're super easy leaves to do, and I think it looks like super adorable personally. Okay, so now that you have that, you're just going to go ahead and take your scissors and you're just going to cut it out. You can always kind of mess with it too when you're cutting it. Like if you realize that you don't really like it, you can still kind of mess with it a little bit more. You can make the leaves a little bit bigger, or you can, make them smaller. You can make it go in further, whatever you want to do. best part about this is it should, you know, most people would have this stuff at home, like random frames that they aren't using, pencil and eraser and scissors. It's super easy to do and it looks really adorable. And to be honest, I decided to do this because I've been wanting to have more like plants in my house, and I do not have a green thumb whatsoever. I kill like every single plant that I have ever tried to take care of. It does not work. So I decided that I was gonna go ahead and try doing some other type of decoration that would still have some kind of green in it, and it would give me that greenness that I wanted. Okay, so we got it cut out now. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the scrapbook paper and you want it to be facing the white side. So you want the design side down, and you're going to take this and you want the white side up. So it'll be just like that. So you have both white sides just like that. And then you're just going to trace out the shape of the pot. That. Okay. Fix this side a little bit. And then you're just going to go ahead and cut that out. And this is also where you can make adjustments, because like for me, I tend to make the sides of the pot uneven. So this is where I kind of make those adjustments because it could just easily go over it. So that definitely helps. I'm just going to cut that out. Alright, so just that side there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our plant and our little pot cut out here, and we're just going to place it over, make sure that it fits well enough here. There we go. So it should look something like that. Alright. Then take our glue stick, and if you don't have a glue stick by any chance, you can also use tape. I almost use tape, to be honest, because it's just easier. But I decided to go ahead and use the glue stick. That way it'll last a little longer. Because with tape, you know, there is a possibility of it falling off, of course, so I figured might as well. So just gonna glue that. Then you're just gonna place it over that. Just have to be careful to make sure that you get all of the edges, because you don't want any of the green sticking out. Go. Alright. So there is the basic of our little plant. Now what I'm going to do is take my Sharpie, put that lid back on. I'm going to take my Sharpie, just a regular Sharpie, and going to outline the plant and the pot. It is up to you if you want to do the pot or not also. Even if you don't want to outline it, that's okay too. I just think that it makes it look a little bit better, because like if you leave it like this, you can still see it, but it's not as bold. So basically, like if somebody were to see it from far away, it just kind of looks like a bunch of green, and it just looks weird to me. So this is optional, but I like it, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. You could also use paint. I did think about doing that, but I was trying to keep it enough or easy enough to like for people that, you know, don't really have paint at home. I was trying to do it for using as many basics as possible pretty much. But if you do have paint, you can do that. You can outline it with a dark green. That would look really nice too. And with the pot too, if you don't have any scrapbook paper, you can always use regular paper and just draw a design on it. That would be super easy also. I just really like the scrapbook paper and I wanted to use it. I think it went really nice with the frame because it has the dark blue in it. But you can always, of course, make it your own and make it, you know, match your design and all that. So we're just outlining. Okay, so then I'm actually going to go in with my smaller pen here and do some touch-ups. This isn't necessary. I'm just a bit of a perfectionist and you can't really get the small spaces with the big old Sharpie. So I like to go in with my little pen and kind of fix some of the really obvious parts. I'm gonna do that. Okay. Oops. And then grab the Sharpie again. Okay, so this is how it looks without the pot outlined. It still looks nice. I do like it. Again, I just kind of wanted it to all match. So I'm going to go ahead and outline the pot. So actually I'll start on the bottom here. And you can make these lines as thin or as thick as you want. I like to give it a little bit of thickness just so it's kind of noticeable, but not like obnoxious. There we go. Alrighty, so there we go. There is the finished product of the plant. I just realized I actually kind of missed some right there. Okay, so now we're going to take the frame, and we're just going to stick it on there. And actually, you know what? Before I do that, I need to erase these lines real quick. For my little pencil sketch, I've got lines on here. You can also add a design to the leaves. Like if you want to draw like just little tiny lines on it, you can do that also. I did try it with the other one and personally I didn't care for it. Just because with the paper that I used, how it already has a design on it, and the frame, I just felt like it was a lot that was going on. But I'll give you a quick example of what I mean. So you can just draw like little random lines, just like that. Let's see if it'll focus on it. There you go. So that does add to it, especially if you aren't using, like if you don't have a design on the potted part, it definitely would add to it. I just personally don't like it for my plants. So, just gonna erase this, make sure you get all of those lines. Sorry if the camera is shaking. Okay, there we go. So now we're going to take the frame and just going to kind of make sure it fits here. I think it fits pretty well. So then I'm just going to take the glue stick and take that. You can also use tape for this area if you want to. I just, again, like I said, I wanted it to last a little longer, and if I decide to switch out, you know, the frames or whatever, then it'll be easier just to completely remove it. So then you just want to center it on there. Go. Press it down. And you don't have to use tiny frames either. If you have a really big frame, that would be really pretty too. You could do a really nice design on it. Alright. And there you go. There's that one. I made it a little bit crooked. Fix that. Okay. So there it is. Super easy to do. It looks really cute, and it kind of gives you at least some type of greenness in your house if you're like me and you can't take care of plants. So yeah, thank you for joining with me, and thank you for bearing with my awkwardness. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more content like this, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks.